Hello, my name is Anita. This is Holy Spirited Tarot by me. We're going to, this morning, I was looking at the clock to see if it was still morning, do a tarot reading for twin flames. We're going to separate them by twin flames who have met each other physically and twin flames who have not met each other physically outside of apps, phone, texting, but you've never seen each other face to face. Because it's a very interesting time. Things are going on with our emotions and our thoughts I believe, because of the influence of the full moon that's coming tomorrow and tonight. It is, I noticed it's delayed, so sorry about that. I don't know what that is. I'm using my laptop. It could be anything. It's on its last leg. Anyway, tonight is the blood moon or the moon eclipse, and I think it's a very, very, very long one. So the eclipse is meant to have a heavy energy of removing things, to help you remove things from your life that is just not making you happy, not serving you at any term, things you have a really difficult time releasing, letting go and letting God. So it's a very important time. So we're going to be looking at our emotions now, our blockages. We might even find out some time frames, depends on how Holy Spirit leads me. But I have several tools here in decks of cards to help us get a clearer view of what's going on in our lives. Of course, this is general. Can't reach all twin flames, but I myself am a twin flame, divine feminine, who has never, ever, ever, ever in 4 years met face to face with her divine masculine, yet I know him very well. So that's the reason we need to have a reading for those who have never met, because we're just sometimes can't relate to you guys who have met. And there are a whole lot of us out here, and I don't really see readings talking about that. We just kind of lump them all together. But I'm probably not ever going to do that on my channel. My channel is new. This is maybe my first twin flame, well, it's my first official twin flame readings. I did do a reading and it came out that it was obviously a twin flame union once the reading started to unfold, so I went with it. But now I'm going to be actually, not regularly, but when there are heavy things going on in the planets and in the atmosphere, I am going to probably, most likely, do 2 separate twin flame readings. Those who have met and those who have never met physically. All right. So these are cards I'm going to use. None of them are traditional because we are not in traditional relationships. And even if we've never met, it's still a relationship. Most likely we're always in some type of a third party relationship because our hearts are joined together and we can't do anything about that. And usually I think that energy is felt by another partner, and so it's important that we not use traditional cards, everyday cards used on traditional everyday relationships to pull energy from non-traditional, very unique, weird relationships, highly spiritual. So for the twin flames, both going to use oracle cards. I'm going to use the Universal Love deck. You may have seen this before. Universal Healing Oracle Care cards. That's the author. I like these cards because they have the twin flame, soulmate, even karmic union in the deck several times in several different ways. Also, we're going to use a Celebration of Love Oracle deck. And I like it for the same reason, and it gives sound advice. We're going to tap into our emotions if Holy Spirit will allow us to see what's going on. We're going to use the emotional healing cards. This deck is amazing. It even tells, it even can tap into times, dates, ranges, seasons. We're going to find out what our blockages are using those cards. I know we're gonna use, I don't have the box for this, but it's simple. Mixed emotions deck. It's just a bunch of emotion. Want to see where we are now, how we're feeling now with this energy. How we're feeling. I myself am feeling happy. I'm feeling grounded. I'm feeling balanced. And I'm feeling guarded. But sometimes with the cards, it helps you see things you didn't recognize. Okay, with some of the subconscious levels, it's all energy. It should be able to be tapped into. For the tarot side of things, we're going to use, for those who have met physically at least once, you may not be speaking to each other, but you have met physically, we're going to use the African American Tarot deck. This is about as most traditional as we're going to use, and even in this deck, the meanings have different meanings. In fact, I don't really know where the book is, but the meanings are different. And you'll see that by the pictures. For those who have never met in person ever, not even once, I'm going to use the Tarot of the Arushas. It's a very powerful deck, a very sensitive deck. This is by Zolrak, and I don't really know what that is. Let me just let you read that. And it has extra cards in here. They do have, I would describe this deck as a cross between tarot and oracle. And, it does have major arcana, but they're in different forms. And so it has a guide to say what it would stand for. This particular card in a regular deck would be this particular card. But it doesn't have the same meaning. Love this deck. And we're going to clarify with Maggie Steph Vader's The Raven's Prophecy Tarot. This is my very first tarot. I learned tarot by this deck. Look at these illustrations. Because I have a prophetic gift naturally given to me by the Holy Spirit. And I had already been exercising my prophetic gift when I was in service of the Lord in church, laying on of hands, or when I went overseas as a missionary. And I used my gift of prophecy to lay on hands, and I saw sick healed. I have so many testimonies. I've seen demons come out of people just by the speaking of the powerful word of God. So I've already been using my prophetic gift. So I was drawn to this deck simply because of the imagery. And so I wouldn't rely totally on the pictures. The pictures would just help guide me toward what I was seeing in my inner eye. So this is a very powerful deck. We're going to use them for clarifiers, though, to open up the meaning. They look like this. Wouldn't you know it, I picked the Queen of Coins. That's me. I'm always depicted as the Queen of Coins. Or the Cups. I don't know. Anyway, we'll wrap it up with the Gilded. If I so see, it should be tarotted. I'm not sure. It's not really a tarot deck. This is more like a, fortune deck. I don't know. I like them because of the pictures, to be honest. So, if something is really unclear, we'll use the Gilded, Rivera, Lenormand. Right. If I've covered all that. New subscribers, we have an offer, a promo offer. Please look at the link below and watch the promo video for that. It's a give and take offer. So first 25 subscribers, come and join me. All right, let's pray. Holy Spirit, thank you for being here. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be used in your service, to speak truths that you would compel me to speak through your energy, through your thoughts, moving through me. I'm using my hands, my words, my heart. Holy Spirit, use any part of me to send the word to those who you need to send the word to. Those who need to hear it, those targeted audience, You said, whosoever will, let him come. These are the twins that you have sent me to. Thank you, Lord. Amen. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. Set everything to the side. Excuse me for a minute. I'm going to shuffle them all together. Okay, oracle cards. Twin flames who've met and twin flames who've never met. And all of these readings are not for twin flames who are in union at all. That's a whole different thing. These are for twin flames who are not in union, separated by those who have not met and those who have met in the physical. Thank you, Spirit. And so what we got four cards. We got meditation, dreams, forgiveness. Love these cards. Transmutation. Just the most beautiful death card I've ever seen. Okay. I'm not home. This is someone else's home. Several people's home, and so I just want to use my lower voice. I really hope you can hear me. Maybe want them to use earplugs. Hopefully that will help. I myself have to use headphones when I'm done. All right, twin flames, not in union, those who have met and have never met. I'm not putting dates on this. I'm just doing it because of the energy that's available to us. Okay. I'm not going to take these, all right? Do them again because I was speaking with you guys. There's just a lot of energy, so I'm going to make sure it's targeted. You need to control the energy when you're reading tarot or shuffling the cards because it needs to be contained, okay, and targeted. Guided where to go. On meditation for the twins who are not, who've never met. I forgot to turn one over. Meditation. What do you have to say about meditation? Twins who have never met or those who have met. What do you have to say about meditation? Those who have, sorry, I don't mean to bang the table. I hate that. It's such a loud noise. Try to remind myself not to do that. Meditation for twins who have not met or have met. Okay. It doesn't matter if the oracles are shared because the tarot cards will break it down. We have belief. I'm sorry, my bad. We have belief. We have cheerfulness. Much needed camera. And innovation. What do you have to say, Holy Spirit, for dreams, twins who have met or have never met? Abundance. These cards are so beautiful. Look at the swans. Healing of the nature kingdom. What do you have to say for forgiveness? For twins who have met or never met. Sorry, I thought something clicked. You have to say for forgiveness for twins who have met or have never met. Yeah, that's straight at me. Did you see that? And I know I am working on my forgiveness, so I am included in this. gentleness. I'm going to take that as a personal message, and I'm going to draw again for you guys. We have say for forgiveness for twins who haven't. Okay, it's a lot. I rarely not take cards that come out, flip all the way over. We have balance. Don't we all want balance? We have oneness. These cards I will read from the books. The affirmations. These cards come with affirmations. I will read them. We have protection. Archangel Michael's protecting us all. Hi. And we have sharing. And we have, this is in reverse. I don't even think these cards come in reversal. But passion is in reverse. I don't know how to read this in reverse. I guess there's a lack of passion. When we have passion in reverse, I'm going to leave it that way. I did check the cards, so I expect them to be upright. We have enlightenment. It's a lot of cards. Insight. We have introspection. It's almost like some of these cards mean the same thing, right? And I love this one. Highest potential. And lastly, we have transmutation, Holy Spirit. For twins who have not met or who have met physically. Transmutation. Holy Spirit. For twins who have not met, who have met physically. We have, transmutation. Death. Changing. Transmuting hate for love. Transmuting sorrow for happiness. Oneness with source. I felt like another wanted to come out for transmutation. Thank you. There. That makes sense. Grounded. And peace. Alright. Those are the oracles. Bottom of the deck is bliss. Take that into account. Bottom of this deck is transience. We'll take that into account. Okay. There's a lot of oracles. I'm not going to go over them all. Excuse me. Twin flames that are not in union. Both we're not in union. We may or may not be speaking to each other. That's one thing we have in common. What we don't have in common is for those who have spoken, seen, interacted with their counterpart, divine counterpart, and those who have not done any of those things. They may have spoken, but they have not met physically, interacted physically at any level, touching with their divine counterpart. For both of you guys, meditation. Okay, we won't be rushing the reading, all right? Meditation. Your soul, I need to put some glasses on. Much better. Meditation. Your soul is yearning to communicate with you. So sit quietly and listen. Let the light of your soul fill your heart and mind. Listen to the guidance that comes from within. Pay attention to your inner world and don't be distracted by what is going on outside of you. All you need is inside you and not outside of you. The outer world is full of distractions and illusions. In your inner world resides your truth. If you are struggling to find an answer or a solution to something, then still your mind through meditation, and soon all will become clear. Take a deep breath with me. I feel the energy so strong. My heart's beginning to pound. I'm in this with you. Very powerful card that I was holding here. The meditation. I want you to see how the blue light is cocooning her. Just close your eyes and imagine a blue light cocooning you. Light of revelation, light of peace, light of hope. And go within. And listen to you, listen to you, listen to you. Your twin. The other side of you. Right? You have dreams. Okay. Dreams. Waves of healing energy flow through you as sleep, subconsciously restoring balance and healing unresolved emotional issues. An issue which most probably stems from a past life is being processed and healed in your dream state. You may not be aware of the issue that impacts negatively on your life. It manifests through unexplained negative feelings, self-doubt, and irrational fear. The good news is that there's nothing you need to do. Just be patient. Allow the process without trying to make sense of it. Trust, for you will soon be free of the negativity that so often has sabotaged your progress in the past. A brighter, more confident you soon surfaces. Thank God for dreams. We'll be healed through our dreams. There's nothing we need to do but trust. Healed from past negativity, some type of karmic mess that still got negative energetic hold on us, prevents us from moving forward together. That's what I heard while I was reading that card. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is in the Lord's Prayer. Forgive me as I forgive others. It's in the Lord's Prayer. You don't receive forgiveness without also forgiving. Forgive each other. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness is imperative to this uncommon connection. Kuan Yin, goddess of compassion and mercy, walks with the fiery dragon at her feet. Yet she constantly radiates love, compassion, and mercy towards all living things. Love has tamed the dragon, which now follows her with devotion. Kuan Yin has shown up in your reading today to offer you her assistance. A situation in your life is in need of healing. Forgiveness is essential if healing is to take place. Yet remember that in forgiving, you are not condoning another's actions. Rather, you are freeing yourself from the ongoing negative attachment. To forgive is to set a prisoner free, and in turn you realize that the real prisoner with you was you. Tongue-tied on this card. Someone has not asked for forgiveness for the action. Someone has not taken responsibility for their actions they put on another. That somehow makes it differently. Sometimes make it, see how my tongue is tied? Someone wants to speak and say, I'm sorry. I really messed that up. I could have chosen a better route. You didn't deserve to be treated that way. But someone also needs to accept the forgiveness from themselves. They did not love themselves. They couldn't possibly love you. They didn't treat you any better than they treated themselves. Words are going to be spoken. Words are being formed. The beast is being tamed. But you also have to forgive yourself for causing harm to someone else and to yourself, for being enlightened. Some of us, and I'm one of them, had to forgive without anybody taking accountability for the grief and the pain that they caused, without anybody bothering to speak the words, "I'm sorry, please forgive me." I could have handled that differently. It never came. So, transmutation. I had to go through transmutation to find my healing and my forgiveness. A lot of you have done the same thing. No one offered you any assistance in forgiveness. You had to go the hard way, through death. You had to take the road of death to get there. Transmutation. You are currently undergoing a time of deep spiritual change. Creative and healing energies around you. Wow, see, I cannot speak and I read perfectly fine. We're starting over. You are currently undergoing a time of deep spiritual change. Creative and healing energies surround you. Old habits and thought patterns are being transformed by a process taking place on a deep inner level. You will soon experience a renewed sense of well-being and creativity that will have a lasting and positive impact on your life. This was the change of my life right here. And I have not turned back. I have not turned back. Listen to beautiful music and meditate, for this will help you. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light. Now imagine that within the golden light burns a beautiful violet flame. Imagine this color transforming the thought patterns that no longer serve you, like unforgiveness. Bless the past along with the changes now taking place. Bless the past. It is what it is and it was what it was. You did what you did. It hurt. Now let it go. I moved past it. I love myself now. Transmute that energy. Imagine the golden flame burning from within. You're going to start feeling warm. This actually works. I did this just as the card said. And I did it night after night after night until change came. And it came. And it never, ever. See, death, there's no reversal of death. A true death, unless God has resurrected you back to life, true death is final. Okay. With that death, you become one with Source, or Holy Spirit, or God. You unite with Christ inside of you, the hope of glory. Look, you're no longer divided by all those negative thoughts. Yeah, they come, but you know how to push them away now through transmutation. You know how to center yourself. You know how to become grounded. Divine partnership, energy of creation. This is the most important card to me. This is very real to me. The divine partnership, though I've never met my twin in person, happened inside of me. The yin and the yang, divine masculine and divine feminine came together, came balanced inside of me. My one body sharing both energies, mine and his, balanced. I'm in union. Whether I physically met my twin or not, it no longer actually matters because I am in union, I am one. Divine partnership, energy of creation, energy. The energy of divine partnership has now been created. And that's what we want to work for. We don't want to work for having a relationship with our divine partner. We want to work for having a relationship with ourself, which is 2 in 1. Peace, guardian of the earth, rainbow. Now we have peace after true transformation happens. Okay, with forgiveness, we'll bring in, a lot of these are the same. With forgiveness, gentleness will come in, balance will come in, integration of the male and female aspects. Here's a union. With forgiveness, balance is available. There is no balance without forgiveness. You can't be divided parts. There's gentleness. Be gentle to yourself, which means being gentle to your twin. You guys are the same. You're one. There's oneness. Forgiveness must happen. Unforgiveness keeps you divided energetically. Protection. Archangel Michael, protector of all. We protect ourselves without forgiveness because we don't want that individual to hurt us again. We don't want them to come nowhere near us, right? Because they hurt us so bad. But we have to recognize through forgiveness, God has placed angels around us to protect us. We are protected. I'm speaking to myself also. With forgiveness, there can be sharing. This is the light priestess. This is sharing on an energetic level. So there are no blockages. Our energies can flow now through each other. There has to be forgiveness so the blockage can be removed. See the cosmic interaction? We're just playing energy games with each other there. Without forgiveness, passion is hindered, is delayed. I don't know about you, but unless you're in some karmic, unhealthy relationship where you fight and have a bunch of sex, your passion comes when you fight, which is unhealthy, which is an energy of the devil. It's like when when the devil card comes out in tarot, it's your shadow self. That's not healthy. You're fighting and then you feel like you want to have sex with each other. No, that doesn't happen in our relationship. Our relationship is holy. It's more grounded. It's more real than anything. Without forgiveness, the passion is not there. It's blocked, as it should be. We need to let passion, the angel of light, in. Passion moves us forward and towards each other in the physical and in the spiritual. Enlightenment. This says tour guides. Be enlightened. Be open to new ideas. Listen to each other. Guide each other towards union. Insight. There's mountains back here, and a moon, and Saturn, dance of the crystalline rainbow fairies. I'm actually going to read this one. Insight. I won't be rushing this reading. You can pause or click off or come back if you like. Insights. Okay, I'm going to start with the affirmation. There is someone or something that you may be very critical of. You are being inspired to try to understand it and make peace with it. You use a lot of your life force to maintain a level of arrogance about it. Free yourself from it. This image celebrates the exploration of the deepest core of our being. We are called to embrace all the aspects of ourselves. All the aspects of ourselves. That's the twin flame union. We discover all the aspects of ourselves we discover and lovingly bring them to this present moment to heal, appreciate, and share. Search deeply and find something hurtful in your past that you are hanging on to and can't seem to forget. Make a commitment to forgive and release it. Hourly, for the next few hours, hold the incident or person in a beautiful pink ball of light. Choose to forgive. Remember, this is under forgiveness. Choose to release it. Choose to love and be free of it. Feel that wonderful emotion. Keep doing this until you break through. I'm going to have to listen to this card. I love these cards. They give wonderful therapy options, wonderful insight into the situation. When something has painfully happened to me, I can take pretty much any pain, but this union causes a pain I've never felt in my entire life. And I know it's a possibility of some serious pain. So I won't go back to it. I won't, that energy transmuted, I won't go back to it. The pain, the injury, the point of injury, I won't go back to it. Because every time I go back to it, the pain is relived, and then I get critical over the person who caused the pain. I have nothing good to say about that individual, because the truth is that individual caused that pain. And it prevents any union. And I know that. And I'm okay with that. Because again, forgiveness was not offered. I had to heal on my own. And you know, no one can rush you to heal. You heal on your own time. But these are helpful clues on how you can heal if you desire it. Of course we desire healing, right? Who wants to walk around in pain? It takes maturity though. Okay? This is about growing spiritually. Introspection. Lost Valley of the Pegasus. It's about finding your unit, finding your soul group, going within. You have to forgive to be brought back to the fold. Highest potential, angel of choice. If you don't forgive, you'll most likely choose a karmic, something, the devil you already know. You won't choose each other, or you choose someone else that's not of your highest potential. Because they don't cause you to grow. They don't cause you to walk out into the unknown and grow. You have galaxies within you. Together, you're meant to grow spiritually. There could be a fear attached to that. But it is your choice. No one's going to force you. But there has to be forgiveness. With dreams, there's abundance, more healing. Healing nature of the kingdom. You know, this eclipse is going to help us heal, get rid of some things that deep within us that are not serving us. It's not serving us to stay away from healing. It's preventing us from blossoming. There is abundance available to us. There's creativity within us. There's spiritual powers and gifts available to us as a unit. Union is a unit. The union of two hearts is one. With meditation comes belief, point between reality. That's when the illusion is faded away and you found the true light and you head toward it. It draws you in, not illusion. As you meditate and center yourself, your belief is stronger. You can believe in your union. This is not some crackpot idea. What you're feeling is real. And cheerfulness. Midnight roundup. See that moon? Today is a day of healing. Today is a day of happily accepting who you are. You are a twin. You are a unit. You have a counterpart. It is spiritually guided. Innovation. Now you two have a purpose together to be creative upon your earth, to recreate a new earth of love, unconditional love. First within yourself. First within yourselves, and then you make your mark on the world together. It's not about you two coming together as much as it is about your effect upon your earth. Your union is important. Then you can experience bliss together. Spirit of the sand and the sea. Two very different entities coming together, mixing to make a beautiful impact. The sand and the sea. So yes, those are the oracles. Let's go ahead and go with the tarot cards now. Move a little quicker now. I didn't want to move fast on that part because of the healing energies that were available. I didn't feel that, and I do feel a little bit of the relief now. Let's do this. Holy Spirit, we're going to go through blockages for forgiveness and transmutation. Just those two. I don't know if you can see these cards. Forgiveness and transmutation. Holy Spirit, what are the blockages for the twins who have met before? What's the blockage for forgiving each other? Those who have met. The blockage is jealousy. Perhaps your twin is with someone else. What are the blockages for twins who have met before in physical that prevents them from forgiving themselves? Anxiety, fear. Holy Spirit, what is the blockages for twins who have never met in person? What are blockages for forgiving each other? Never met in person. What are the blockages for forgiving each other? Same thing. Envy. No different from jealousy. And but you're motivated, which is not a blockage. Maybe one is motivating, one is envious, okay? What are the blockages for twins who have never met in the physical, for them forgiving themselves? Holy Spirit, what is the, wow. I'm going to take this as my personal card. There's trauma. So many of us have trauma in our past. I mean, probably all of us, actually. Impatience, which was reversed. Is there such thing as too much patience? Is patience a blockage? But I've already forgiven myself, so I'll have to tarot that if that's a personal reading to me. And this fell on the ground. Heart. The blockage is for forgiving yourself is heart. Okay. Of course, I'm going to go over that. No worries. What are the blockages for twins that have physically been with each other for Mutation, for going through the transmutation process. What are the blockages? Fortunate, that's the wheel of fortune. You must allow, it's divine timing, hasn't happened yet. You must allow the wheel to turn in your favor. Or better yet, it's about to change. Things are about to change. What are the blockages for twins who have never met in the physical for going through the transmutation process? What are the blockages? Never met. Being authentic, genuine. You have to be authentic. Yeah, it takes authenticism to transform. Okay? Underlying issue of everyone is anger. Sure. I'm sure. Okay. So forgiveness. So, forgiveness is not happening for some of you who have already met because you've already touched this person. You've already been with this person. You've already experienced this person, and now you don't anymore, and they're probably with someone else, and of course it's going to cause some jealousy. But there are two sides to jealousy. Okay, let's try to take the positive side. The negative is what we already know. It's a hungry for confirmation. I long for details. I long to know the unknowable. I'm watchful and full of suspicion. My imagination persuasively depicts my fears. Focusing on what you don't have anymore, what you don't know. Maybe you're jealous of your twin's job, a person. It doesn't matter. It's not yours. You want what someone else has. But the positive side is jealousy is the empty space between loved ones, which I resolve to fill with trust. Trust will deepen love and heal imaginary wounds. Imaginary wounds. What you believe is true, and it does hurt. Jealousy feeds on perception and starves on trust. I move away to bring love closer, and that's why we need forgiveness. That's why we need forgiveness. How do you trust someone who's hurt you? It's a willful act. A willful act. They don't seem to deserve your trust. They haven't done anything to prove that they're trustworthy. It's a paradox. Anxiety is another blockage from forgiving yourself. Anxiety is a thief of contentment. I anticipate bad experiences. I fear the future. I have no expectation of overcoming my challenges. So you don't believe in yourself. You're afraid of your own self. That's why you're not forgiving yourself. You're thinking, I keep screwing this up. But the positive side is anxiety attunes me to risk. I weigh all factors carefully. I follow reason, take precautions. I equip myself to deal with problems. So you carefully think about it. You take calculated risks. It helps you feel safer. You begin to believe in yourself and remove the anxiety. Let the anxiety drive you instead of guide you. Okay, the paradox of that is anxiety is awareness that won't stay still. I pursue my goals without worrying about outcomes. Does that make any sense? That's the paradox. I'm going forward and I'm not going to worry about the outcome, even though I feel anxiety. Okay. Same with the twins who have not met each other. Envy keeps you from forgiving. The paradox of this is true wealth is whatever I happen to have. Wanting more is living less. Wanting more is living less. Be grateful for what you have now. That will remove envy. And this card, we're envious of another person's blessing. Maybe one of the twins is doing better than the other and not sharing that wealth. So there's envy. Envy causes division. Maybe the other twin is deeply selfish. They don't have the humility to overturn it. And they're not generous. But instead, you be grateful for what you have regardless. And forgive the twin you've never met. I am motivated I am full of purpose, even when uncertain of my road. I make progress step by step, undeterred by disappointments. I forge my destiny in the crucible of a loving heart. These are affirmations. So you're not going through anything different. Twins that have been connected with each other and those who have never met, you're having the same exact problems of why you are not forgiving your twin or yourself. Transmutation. There's trauma. These are blocks to your memory, hurts to endlessly be repeated. I can no longer trust in my own safety. I carry my scars without pride. It is what it is. I'm hurt. I'm bleeding, and I'm not going to let you hurt me anymore because I was hurt like this in a past life or in my past or as a child, and I remember it, and you make me remember it repeatedly by the way you treat me. And that's why I'm not letting the issue die and transform. Trauma can be freed by love. If I allowed it to die and transform, it will be free. And then I will have to love you. And I won't be able to return to the trauma that I remember. See, what's hidden can harm me. Trauma is healed by the light of revelation. When you shine a light on the pain, then it can be healed. So having seen darkness, I will appreciate the light even more. Impatience, which came to me in reverse. And now that I'm reading this, I think it is for me. I used to be impatient. I am no longer impatient. I don't expect anything now. I'm pretty comfortable. If I never see union, I'm fine. What this card is, that's why it came in reverse. Boy, look at that delay. Turn, 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 turn. Interesting. So, my blockage is I'm expecting nothing. Trying to ask me to believe again. I will consider that. We need to be genuine with ourselves. This is my mainstay. This is like my favorite. This is how you get through transmutation quickly. Look in the mirror and say, it's me, Lord. Stand in need of prayer. Be genuine. Be authentic with yourself, and you will change. You will transmute. I tell the truth to myself and others without wish to harm. Without wish to harm. I try sincerely to live honestly and simply and make others happy. I am open and transparent about my failings. That is what causes you to transform. Don't blame someone else. It's you. Don't blame yourself when it's not you. If your twin has hurt you and treat you like crap, don't say, well, it's something I did. No, it was that person. Let that person take responsibility for their own actions. Your action was trusting, and there's nothing wrong with trusting. Don't let anybody tell you it is. Be genuine. Tell the truth to yourself. And if you are the one who has hurt someone, and you need to let your old self die, transform yourself into someone who can now love and appreciate and give back, then be genuine about it. Don't go within and blame that person. Well, if you had done this and I would not have done that. Nobody has that kind of power over you. Be genuine with yourself. Stop faking the funk with your own self. Fortunate. I am fortunate to be myself. I don't care who I am. I don't care if I fail at everything in life. I am fortunate to be me. I am fortunate to be myself with friends and loved ones around me. If you can't be who you are with your friends and the people around you, you are with the wrong people. You do not have to put on a mask. This is why we're not transforming. Because we're wearing a mask so we can get along with other people. This is why we're not dying. You have to lay yourself on the altar. You have to voluntarily kill yourself energetically and be like, look, I'm not going to live this way anymore. I am done with that. I want to grow. I want new. I don't want this anymore. This is not me. This is not who I am. I want to be me, who I was meant to be, who I've always been, but I've been hiding. I've been holding back. Have to transform, transmute. I am grateful for the gifts so abundant in my life, so abundant in my life. I turn my fortune, good or bad, into good thoughts and deeds. This is why we're not transmuting, because we're not doing these things. Okay? All right. And it creates anger. Anger within the collective. Anger within your twin. And you guys are bouncing off each other. When you're angry, the person's angry because they can feel it. You guys are feeling your connection, like, you know, the energy just that would bring you together just like pulls you apart like that. All right, so let's go ahead and start the tarot. Timestamp 5640, tarot for twins who have met before physically. Okay. One more time. Twins who have met before in the collective physically. What is it you want them to know, Holy Spirit? Thank you. Have met before physically. Four of Swords, there's a healing energy. Taking a higher perspective. Purposely taking steps towards healing. Yeah, looking back. You're looking back towards the Three of Swords, toward the pain. But keep climbing. Keep climbing. And I just saw this. I've never seen this before. It's almost like running with your tail behind you. Some of you need to heal from your own actions. See those swords behind your back? Maybe you have caused two of those swords to enter. There's 3 swords. 1, 2 here, and there's another. There's another on the side that's hidden. Let's go. 4 of Swords is 1 step up from the 3 of Swords. It's healing. It's time of healing. 6 of Wands. Recognition. Celebration. 6 of Swords, another 6. Leaving what had you trapped behind. Being stronger, trapping your shadow self, controlling it. Queen of Cups, Queen of Chalices. These are for those of you who have been in physical touch with each other. Queen of Wands, it's 2 queens. Where is this going? 3 of Wands. There's a third party situation here. The Emperor. Fell on top of Bliss. And the King of Wands. Now there's a couple. I see a karmic union. And I see you, Divine Feminine. For those of you, and I see the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. 2 of Swords behind that. 3 of Pentacles in the World. Okay, I understand. For those of you who have already been in some type of union, physical union, there's healing, there's change coming, there's movement. Here you are, Divine Feminine, sitting right next to the karmic. Yeah, the karmic. whose time is ending with the divine masculine or the divine feminine. These cards are showing up male, female, it doesn't matter actually. The Emperor, the King of Wands, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. Going to clarify. Pretty much already know what the message is. Excuse me, I need to turn this oven off. I'm burning something, Hillary. Thank you for waiting. Okay. All right. I can see, but I'm going to clarify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. 2 sixes, 2 queens, an emperor, your divine masculine, and king of wands, 4 swords and 3 of swords. 2 swords behind that. 4 swords, please. Clarify 4 swords, please. 8 of cups. Walking away. Letting things go. Letting the feathers fall off that bird. 6 of wands. Somebody getting a lot of attention here. And sitting on their high horse, on their high lion, which is bravery. Sitting on top of bravery. 6 of wands. And this deck, clarify. Page of Swords, a message with a pen, 5 of Swords, releasing those feathers. There's a letting go happening. 6 of Swords, shadow side or whatever that is on a lockdown. Those 6 of Swords has that shadow pinned. Ace of Swords, clarity, aha. I see the light, I'm reaching for it. In this deck, there are hands depicted. Hands are, except for a few cards, it's the hands. There you are, Divine Feminine, the Empress. Queen of Wands in this deck. She's like a witch. This is the karmic. I've seen this card being depicted as the divine feminine, and it boils my bones to no end. Look at that woman that is not divine feminine. Black cat, snake. This is an individual who has done whatever is necessary to get what she wants. That is not how divine feminine rolls. Queen of Wands in this deck. Yeah. A whole freaking book came out. Queen of Wands. Alright, can you net it? Please, it's too many cards. Okay. Focus the energy. Her energy is making the cards come out like she's got like Fool is in reverse. There's not a new, but she's using love and some pentacles. She's using all these offers. That's what these were, a bunch of offers. But still the Fool is in reverse. So I need to focus this energy more for her. Just net it, Holy Spirit. What do we really need to know? Okay. This already came out. It's coming out again. The moon. See how the crow has that moon just holding on to this moon, speaking to the moon, grasping at the moon, the unknown, trying to be enlightened. Looking back. This is where the karmic is. Looking back on those 6 of cups, which is bubbles, when to burst those bubbles, when to grab those bubbles. Looking back. Something that's past, it's not even solid. One pop and it's over. It's an illusion. This is where she is emotionally. These are both emotional cards. 3 of Wands. And I say she, but it could be he. I'm going to state the gender on the card. If there's no gender, which is isn't on most of them because they're hands, then you'll know. I'll just say he or she or you, whatever. Or the action, actually. 3 of Wands, please, Holy Spirit. That wants to go over there. That was the 10 of Swords. 3 of Wands. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Seasons changing. 2 of Cups. I love this card because look at the union. 2 opposites coming together, yin and yang. Freaking love it. And the Chariot. Love this too. 2 opposites working together. And before that, it's like this is a double clarifier. 10 of Swords was for the 3 of Wands, but see, when you have a three-way situation, there has to be an ending for something to move forward. So this is what came on top of 6 of Swords. Ace of Swords is the new beginning, which comes after the 10 of Swords. So I'm going to leave this 10 of Swords here with the 6 of Swords. And on top of that, the Ace of Swords. It's happening. That's why you need to forgive each other. The eclipse is eclipsing out karmic energies. It's on its last leg, if it's even got a leg. Those bubbles are very fragile. The Emperor, what do you have to say about the Emperor? The Divine Masculine's here, and so are you, Divine Feminine. The Empress and the Emperor. The Emperor. What do you have to say about this Emperor, Holy Spirit? So obviously this is male and female, right? You guys are here. The ones who have physically touched each other, okay? The Emperor. What you say about the Emperor? The Emperor doesn't want to speak, but we're going to keep pushing. Please call in the Emperor. Okay, we're going to call in the emotions of the Emperor. Maybe he'll want to speak then, okay? Sometimes we're not proud of what we've done, or we're planning, and we don't want you to know because we're in planning stage, all right? We don't want our plans to be thwarted. This is what I'm hearing. The Emperor, how's the Emperor feeling? I didn't get to ask. How's your Divine Masculine feeling? Envious, suspicious, jealous? Maybe he thinks you're feeling this way. We'll get some more information. 3-way party. See, someone's looking in on someone. How is the Divine Masculine feeling, this Emperor? Who is this Emperor? How is this Emperor feeling? Could be just a controlling energy. Maybe it's not your Divine Masculine. Maybe it's a controlling energy. Have to take out the option cards. Sorry. Inadequate. It's a heavy load. Trying to pull a load with a little buggy and weight behind it. Going uphill. Worthless. Incompetent. Ill-equipped. Afraid. Frightened. Fearful. Scared. Going through some type of dark night of the soul. Disappointed. Disillusioned. Defeated. Let down. Worried. Concerned. Troubled. Uneasy. What is going on with this guy? Disgusted, revolted, nauseated, repelled. I heard repelled at his actions, nauseated at his choices. Stressed, tense, strained, under pressure. You know why? Because he's ending something. Now let's see if we can get a tarot card. Why is the Emperor disgusted? Yeah, that's why. Ace of Wands. Fire is creative. as it burns and it burns up, it's creative. New creative. 3 of Wands. See the crow at the moon. Emotional, intuitive, planning something is smoldering under the fire. It's protecting it. This is passion. Knight of Cups. See the drunk feather bug. He's like, oh, so in love, like this. I'm gonna take one card because I think I know what this means. He's disgusted at. What's he disgusted for? One more card for disgusted. Just want to confirm what I'm feeling. Why is he disgusted? What's he disgusted at? Yeah. That's what I thought. He's disgusted at his behavior. I knew it before I saw it. Okay. Your divine masculine was driven by passion and sex. This is a bed of hot bed of rocks here. Sex. This is like swooning over sex. Disgusted at sex. Partner you've been having sex with. He's trying to move forward now. See the Emperor, the elephant, which made him go slow. The lion, which made him wanting, I want to go fast toward this, but I want to go slow toward the union. Right, and I'm going to show you. He's stressed now because he feels like he has to be in a hurry to rectify things. He's disappointed himself. Now he's afraid. He's going uphill battle, but yet he's still jealous of who's going to be screwing the karmic. I'm just going to use those kind of words because that's what this is coming. That's what I'm hearing. That's why he's not letting go. He wants to know who's going to be screwing the karmic because he's been screwing the karmic. Not, or you are. It's about the karmic, and I know that because here's the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles, 1, 2, 3, which is a potential growth, new growth from a potential. High Priestess, looking into something deeper clarity, potential for seeing clearer. 2 of Coins, 1 becoming 2, 2 sharing the same stem. This is not juggling. This is a union. Seeing clearer the union. That he failed to take action on. This is freedom. Moving forward freely. But he failed to do that. Death. Because of the devil. This is the shadow side. This is what he had with the karmic experience. Has to transmutation, has to transmute. You cannot take a leap of faith until you transmute. Die to this devil energy. That nasty, filthy, sexual, unholy, healthy energy from passion with the karmic, and that's what tied them together. Again, the King of Wands, who was in your spread. The antlers is maturity of the deer, all lit up with passion, guided by passion. The Knight of Wands, very much sexual energy, sword of passion, lit up. The question was, why was he disgusted? Okay. 7 of Swords. He still feels he wants to sneak around. Look. Fingers crossed. Let's try something. Let's try to get away with something. Ten of Coins, something that has grown, something that has built up. These are full-grown roses. Six, you want to share those roses with someone now. You want to give back these roses. Sorry. Six of Coins and the Four of Swords. Same as this. It's like I release that need. I release it. Your masculine is full of passion still for this person who's still reaching out to him, who's still baying at the moon, trying to entice him back, and he feels that, and he feels disgusted with himself that he still feels that, but he is in emperor form, so no worries. He's controlling these two sides of himself. And there he is, the King of Wands. Let's see why the King of Wands is here. No worries. Divine Masculine is going through a lot of energy right now, but he's controlling the situation. King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? He's controlling himself. He's blocking himself off. He's healing in the face of his karmic trying to entice him. Nine of Swords. See? He's looking at his reflection as death. It's death. He's seeing the shadow side. It needs to end. If he truly wants happiness, it's Ten of Cups. See, these are all ravens. All ravens. The Ten of Pentacles or Ten of Coins was roses. These are ravens. Okay. The bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. All right. So, your divine masculines are focused on you. They know who their divine feminine is. It is very clear. Where's the Three of Swords? But the battle is their libido is still fighting with them. Though they're disgusted with themselves, they're going to see it through. What is the Three of Swords? Karmic is very much in the picture, trying to save things that can't be savable. They're single. They're going to get their wish. Whatever they wanted to do is done. Nine of Cups. That's the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. They won over their enemy. Divine Masculine saying, no. There's the beggar. One more time. No. Learn the lesson. No. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Divine Masculine is now putting the pieces together. Two of Wands with passion. The raven is forming a new nest. There you are. Queen of Pentacles. There you are, Divine Feminine. His crown. The Tower. He's burning down everything that was on purpose. On purpose. He's dousing it all down. So that he can have some balance, temperance, peace. And become one rose, one single, full, healthy rose within himself, so he can move forward with you. These are fiery, passionate messages. Love, fiery. See, the moon is there again. This is what the eclipse is doing for us. And the full moon, that's tomorrow. To something grounded, something, Four of Wands, stable. Okay? So, to wrap this up, Twin Flames, you twins who have met before, oh boy, you twins who have met before, you may or may not be speaking with your divine masculine. And this is about the divine masculine because here you are sitting pretty. You know, you're like healed, you're healing, the river's flowing. Here you are. I know that's you because the Empress clarified you. You're lurking in the background, beyond these bristles, thistles, whatever you're going through, you're there. If you can see the face, find yourself. There you are. Peacefully behind the blockages, loving yourself, and that's where you're supposed to be. Loving on yourself. Life is good. I don't care what's going on. Karmic is baying in the past for something that's over. It's over. We're not worried about that. Divine masculine is now going through being brave. This is all the things on his outside. He's being brave. He's going through the portal. Three of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Seasons are changing. He's allowing the season to change because he wants this union. Two of Cups. And he's moving fast. You're moving fast together. Yin and yang. No worries. How is the divine feminine feeling? Before we go, this is the last reading. How does divine Are you feeling trapped? Empress? Are you feeling trapped, like you can't move forward? Don't worry. Don't feel trapped. You are not trapped. You're free through love. All right? Meditate. Remember your dreams. Don't be depressed. Are you depressed? You feel empty and withdrawn? I know I've been withdrawn. I wouldn't call myself depressed, but this is for readings who have those who have met each other. You guys are going through different things because you've actually touched each other. I can't even imagine what that's like. This fell on divine masculine. He understands you. I made this card up myself. It says understood. You are understood. Okay, divine feminine? All right. So that is your reading that ended at 1:22:43 for Twin Flame Collective, for this energy that we're working through now, who have physically met their divine masculine. He's presently leaving. I say their divine masculine because this reading was about his actions. So if you physically met each other, I'm not going to go through the same-sex thing, like if who is masculine, who is what. I'm going to say the traditional he and she. You find yourself where you find yourself, but I'm not going there. There's just too much energy that I don't have to expend. These readings take a lot of energy out of me because I feel your energy. I feel what you're going through on different. It just comes in and comes out, and I don't have the energy at all to go repeatedly around, tiptoe around whether people identify themselves as masculine and feminine. That is your desire, that is your job to do. Okay? Find yourself in the reading and that's who you'll be. All right. Now, timestamp 1:24:07. We're going to go with Tarot of the Orishas for twins who have never met in person. It's very interesting because I've never seen a reading like that before. Trust me, I've been looking. Because once I found out I was a twin flame, it was in the midst of me going through some deep, 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 deep pain that my best friend caused me, that I didn't see coming. And it just led me to search for truth. And then that's what I found out, why I was feeling what I was feeling. It's horrible, but I thank God for the experience because now I can help others. I can help others. twin flames that have never met before, never physically met. Never physically met. That's my brother again. I'm recording. I'm not. If I am, I did it by accident. I call myself cutting the oven off. You know I'm cool. Okay, one more, because I wasn't really focused. One more. For twin flames who are not in union. Not in union. Not physically met. Barely talking. Wow, wonderful. All right, now I'm going to take the cards that I just shuffled and shuffle them again. Just only focusing, because I want them to go in the order that they want. The twin flames that are not in union by the cards that already came out. Twin flames that are not in union, never physically met. Twin flames that have never physically met. Twin flames that have never physically met. Reason I'm reshuffling is because I wanted to just focus on that. Never physically met. You want to say it's twin flame or never physically met. This one. This one. Two more. No? Okay. All right. Good job. All right, let's go. I'm going to try to use times. These cards are also good for timing. I did not feel moved to use these for the other reading because I can see your divine masculine is actively doing something about it. All right. Shuffle the intent of time. Time. Is there a potential time energetic around physical unions for those who have never met? Is there a potential time frame? These are in seasons, so potential unions, potential meetings, I should say. I'm talking to have never physically met. Please, potential time energy around. Okay, autumn. All right. Be mindful of that. It's the bottom of the deck. Winter's at the top of the deck. That's a range. Anywhere from autumn to winter. Okay? Unless you guys have been disconnected since winter, which I have, then the range is from autumn to winter. You will have the potential. There's energy around physically meeting. Okay? I love those cards. All right, let's do your reading. You have the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups. I like dolphins and swans because these are often used to depict twin flames. Look at the Ace of Water, the Ace of Cups. Look at the huge dolphin. Look at the sun coming out through the clouds. It's almost like a sunrise. See on the water there. It's almost like, see all the waves, there's so much emotions. Look at the waves. And the sun's like reflecting on the waves and the dolphin's like, love. It's love. Right after that is the Six of Cups. Right? And they have the Cancer moon. And the Six of Cups is like, there's the moon. I want to remind you that we're talking about energies because there is a full moon eclipse tonight. Right? Tomorrow's the full moon. I believe it's in Aquarius. But anyway, the waves are just, these waves are just surrounding this individual who comes from the water. Look, it's just like, this is a mermaid. This is half human, half fish. Like, knows how to navigate the emotions. Water's emotions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fish. School of fish right here. Which I've never seen in this card before. Coming toward. She's got her eyes closed. Just really dreaming. Enjoying the moon. Enjoying the emotion. Okay? A lot of you that have never met your twin's actually your ex. Okay? this is Oshala. This is kind of like judgment and justice all in one. Oshala. This is that. Look at this. See the angel here in this deck? When this is like the Ace of Swords. Truth, angel of truth. Rain down. This person has the truth, but this person is emanating this person going forward with the truth. It's like a judgment and this sword. Excuse me, the sword of truth. I love this deck. See the vision, seeing himself. This person is seeing themselves as this person. I can do it. Fire. There's that dragon. What was big, what seems to be so big, can be brought down. See all these popping it, but this one is going right directly angled at it. There you are, handling this big dragon. It's 10 of Pentacles, abundance, bales of abundance, coming and being stacked. Harvest is coming in. Yamana. This is like the queen of the sea. This is like the queen of the emotions. This is like, see the comb? See the mirror? See how she's just bending to the left there? If you turn the card, it's bending to the right. It's just leaning, trying to find balance. She's balanced by your emotions. Balanced in your emotions. This is you. This is you. Look, come a long way. See the string? You've come a long way. The same. And you've become balanced in your emotions. Yamana. And here's the couple. It's a twin flame union. Sitting under the Ace of Cups. I didn't do the bottom of the deck, which is Ishu, which is walking your divine path. It's a beautiful reading, those you haven't met. Here's the Six of Pentacles, which is taking your harvest. There's the sun. You see very clearly. You're taking your harvest. I love this card because there's a goat and I'm a Capricorn. And there's a Taurus over here. I'm a Taurus rising, so is my twin, and then there's the goat, and I'm a Capricorn. I love this card. Anyway, you're doing your share. You're not just giving to one and not the other. This one's pail is already full, and now this one you've not been giving to, doesn't have a pail. You're now beginning to give to this one. Sharing your harvest. Ace of Fire. There's that sun again. 1, 2, 3. 3 cards with the sun in it. There's that lion. Brave lion coming forth. Passionately. There's a dead zebra. First time I've seen that. Ace of Fire, passionately moving forward. I don't know what the dead zebra is. Maybe it's killing the duplicity. Black and white is a contrast. Duplicity nature and coming forth as a full-bred maned lion. Bold, beautiful, passionate, fearless, under the guiding heat of the sun. And dwarfs and gnomes. Now this card is not in tarot. This is a person or a thing or an entity who now has self-love, self-confidence. This person does not. It's an earth energy. It does not allow anything into its life that does not complement what they're worth. Do not take anything. And I don't know, this card must not be meant to be here because it just kicked on over here. The Seven of Cups, which is way over here, which is a card of illusion. So somebody's dropping the illusions. Look at that. Trapment. See, it's not really trapped on top of this mountain. And they're going their path. So it's all the way over here. All right, this is awesome. So in a nutshell, looks like those of you twins who have not connected with each other physically, you're feeling the love. Ace of Cups, the union is intact. You are in love. Here's your twin connection. Here's the love. It's revealed. Both of you feel it. Divine masculine is now beginning to cover divine feminine. Look, his leg is here, supporting her. And she's allowed to be herself, feminine. Woo him in. She's holding his leg, his thigh, his strength that is supporting her. He's like, I got you now. I didn't have you in the past. I've unmasked, I've unrobed. I've got you now. So he's balancing himself. Look how strong and sexy he is. And he's allowing you. He loves you. He's allowing you to be who you are, just feminine. I freaking love that card. He's doing the work now to give to you. Just you. You're just giving here, feeding the bull. The bull crap. Feeding the bull crap, I just heard. But now he's doing the work. He's doing the labor. He's bringing you your due. Yeah, the sun is here. These are revelation cards. They're revelation cards when I see the sun. More revelation. He's coming. He shed that. He's killed this side of him. So on both readings, this is about divine masculine doing what they need to do to move forward. Fighting his beast. Fighting the beast. There he is. I'm getting this done. Fighting the beast. Bringing in the abundance. You're already, just like in the other reading where you have physically met, the Queen of Cups is just sitting there in her beauty. There you are. In balance, looking in the mirror, combing. There's your comb where you get to groom yourself. You're grooming yourself. You're working on yourself and your reflection. See, this is not about benign feminine. You should be in activity, inactive, working on yourself. Divine masculine is doing the work here. The illusion is gone. He's not accepting nothing else. Doesn't matter what he desires, is what I heard. He's mindful. Even though he was in pride and low self-esteem and confusion because of an addiction he had with the karmic nature, the wheel of fortune is turning. He's very angry at himself for feeling so hopeless, but now he is very courageous and recognizes this is a very unique connection. He is no longer confused, and he has a time frame of autumn, from autumn to winter, which is anywhere from now to this is summer, so fall to winter, to come into connection with you. That's what I see. He's on his path. He's seeing from a higher view, away from this devil energy that he was trapped in. It is now dead, not to be returned to. Now he's focusing on you, divine feminine. Look at you. You're gorgeous. That's that same Queen of Coins, this card, that came up in the other reading. You're fertile. You're grounded. You're loving. You're focusing on yourself. He wants to be with you. All right. So I don't think this needs clarifying. I myself am very hopeful, but I'm going to clarify. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use the Lenormand. I don't think it needs clarifying, so I'm going to use the Lenormand. All right, let's autumn. The range of, this also speaks of growth, age range, prime of life, age range, seniority. Maybe these are older twins, or maybe mature. Building, a deepening and blossoming, teaching and sheltering and resilience. Maybe there's an age difference. I know my divine masculine and I have an age difference. And maybe you have two purposes. One is to build, deepen, and blossom, and the other is to teach, shelter, and consolidating. And together with this type of union, you're able, like I said, with your mission to give this, offer this in union to the world, which is what this is about, okay? All right. Yeah. This is a bear, make it very sure-footed, very sound, very real, coming out of the water, able to withstand cold times, very consistent, anchor down, very serious, grounded, coming out of this, look at this. This is the goal. This is you, divine feminine. And this is all those bad, confusing relationships that you have to go through to get here. But it's here now. Coming out of this. I don't really see where we need to clarify this. This reading is about, look, this is little things about your relationship that tear up eventually, little mice in the details that eventually, like lies and things like that, tear up the relationship. It's in reverse. Somebody's made their mind up. They're putting in the work. I don't think this, okay, this doesn't need clarifying. Is there anything, twins that are not ever have physically, okay, here we are. Here's divine masculine. And though he's not quite there, this is where he is. He's working through it. This way, he's moving on over the mountain. He's climbing that mountain. And this is where he is in process. So you're to just hold tight, divine feminine. Hold tight. Hold tight. He's on his way. Do nothing. He's killing his nature. He's ending this part of himself that was deceptive, only wanted sex. He's ending that, and he's ending it quickly. Quickly. The Bible says, separate the wheat from the tares because they look alike. He's ending that nature that's coming forth, that's putting you in false starts, that comes forth like he's real, but he's not real. He's only coming for more of this, which you don't want. That's karmic. Very good. He's coming forward with faithfulness. Okay? Well, I think that's that. All right, timestamp. We ended that at 1:43. So to sum it up, twins that have never physically touched, the goal is to physically touch. The goal is for divine masculine to protect. This is what he's focusing on. This is what he's trying to do. Get over those mountains. He's got abundance here. Self-worth. He's fighting. This is like justice. Karmic justice. He's getting it together. There's a choice. The Six of Cups is here. This is you. I don't feel like this needs to be tarot lit. I don't think I just made that up, but I didn't get your feelings. How is divine feminine in this situation feeling right now? How is divine feminine feeling in this situation where couples have never physically met right now? Don't take those. They need to flip over. How is a divine feeling, feminine feeling in these situations where the twins have never met? How are you feeling, divine feminine? Talking to myself too, so I might bleed through here, but I don't recognize myself. So Hopeless? Don't feel hopeless. Pessimistic, despondent, defeated? Yeah, I feel a lot of pessimism from myself. Hostile, vengeful, spiteful? Don't feel that way, okay? I don't feel that way. Cracking a hard heart. How's divine feminine feeling? That's not all of divine feminine that are not physically, have never physically met. How? Bring up the other energies. Definitely unfulfilled, but you should be fulfilled within yourself. Dissatisfied, incomplete, purposely. How's divine masculine feeling? Divine masculine? How's he feeling right now? As he's going through all this change, making things happen, how is he feeling right now? Today, right now, as we're shuffling, how is he feeling? Tap us into his emotions, please. Wow. On top of this Ace of Fire, him moving forward is encouraged. He's on his way. He's pedaling that bike. Someone's behind him going, you can do it. He's hardened, he's emboldened, and he's supported. So don't feel this way, divine feminine. Don't feel this way. Okay? Alrighty, here he is. He's embarrassed, obviously, for his actions, self-conscious, awkward, exposed. He knows that you see every part of him. He knows that you see his shenanigans. He's worried. He's concerned, troubled, and uneasy that he's done something that can't be fixed or that made you sick. He's worried about you because you're feeling unfilled. He feels this in you and hopeless and hateful. He's worried about you. These are cards that guide me. Like option one, like I was having a mental argument. I have these mental arguments with my divine masculine. I just begin to talk to myself, and energetically, I know that he senses what I'm saying. I was like, I'm not your number 5. I'm your freaking number 1, or I'm nobody. And here, option 1 came out. I think that was personally for me. He's feeling like I'm option 1. I'll take that. He's feeling like you guys are option 1, not some secondary, third, or whatever. And he's hopeful that whatever he's planted with you is gonna grow. These are seeds. We're new beginnings. He's optimistic. He's expectant. He's full of faith. Remember that time when we were full of faith? There, that's what he is now. I'm not so much now. I'm working on it. He feels imprisoned, cornered, and stuck, which is why the ship is like this and not like this. This is mirroring divine feminine. For those who have met their divine masculine before, they also feel trapped. He feels jealous, possibly over the karmic moving on, or possibly over you. Who knows? That was seen in the other reading. He feels ashamed of himself, unworthy, disgraced, and humiliated, like he doesn't deserve you for his actions. That doesn't matter because still he's moving forward. But he feels creative. I love pottery. Imaginative, inventive, and expressive. He's ready to be creative, like a fire energy. He's relieved. He's reassured, soothed, and at ease. Something came along and encouraged him. Perhaps he felt you thinking about him, feeling nostalgic about him. They feel that, I know I do. He also feels depressed. See how that looks like a rose, a dark rose? Because depression is like a spiraling down once you start focusing on something. Empty, numb, and withdrawn. So maybe on the outer world, from all his friends, they might think he's depressed. Maybe he's withdrawn himself because he's inspired. I know my divine masculine is an artist. He's a writer. He does many other things. But see, this person is inspired. Maybe he's writing. Maybe people think he's depressed He's showing them that face, but in the meantime, he's inspired, writing, music, moved, stimulated. Yeah, see, I just fell on top of it, depressed. He feels challenged. He feels challenged, but he's up for it. He's up for the challenge. See this? Unsure in reverse. He's chosen a path. Look up, divine feminine. He's chosen a path. He's shy. So am I. This is my nature. Timid, introverted, and reserved. These are ones who've never met before. Peeking around the doggone corner. Is anybody going to be there when I finally come around? They're going to want me. They're going to like me. But he's feeling empowered. Where's that lion? He's feeling empowered. Powerful, capable, strong. I can and will do this. I am planning to move forward. And the only reason this isn't like this is because the plan isn't complete. And he's happy, and that's the sun. Again, the sun is here in this reading. Blissful, joyful, and content. So divine feminine. He's trying to be fulfilled. He's trying to fulfill you. Yin and yang, opposites. Satisfied, self-actualized, and at peace. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's your reading. That's my reading. That's our reading. Thank you for being with me this entire time.